Hello there. Hello. Well, that was a first. Usually I'm not allowed to use my phone at the dinner table, so cool. So our first award presenter is Clarissa Reed, and on my blog about alcoholism, I said that I hope one day my mom can one day not have this disease. And people like Clarissa Reed keep my hope alive, and she works as an administrative assistant at Via Advanta, Didi Hirsch's residential program for women dealing with substance abuse, and they can come when they are pregnant, and they can bring their little kids. So Clarissa is going to come on out and explain more about that. So yeah, come on out, Clarissa.
Oh my, my head's bigger than the whole audience. Hello everyone. Last year, Ronda Rousey donated over $10,000 of her prize money to Via Advanta. She's supporting a program that makes a difference. I know this not because I work there. I know this because I lived there with my baby 10 years ago. Long before I started using, I knew that there was something wrong. And I used to beg my parents for therapy. But my parents didn't believe in therapy, and they still don't. I was clean when I gave birth to my son, but Children's Services told me I had to get treatment. I picked Via Advanta from a book of resources. Honestly, at first, I didn't want to be sober. I did it for my son. My counselor gave me a book about children of alcoholic parents. During one session, I said, "This has nothing to do with me. I don't know why you have me reading this. I don't relate." By about the fourth session, I said, "I'm an alcoholic, and I relate to this book." My life started to change then, but I would not be here today if all I had done was quit using. Via Advanta taught me everyday tools, like waking up at the same time every day, making my bed, working with others, and I learned to be a mother, a daughter, a sister, a wife, a friend. For 5 years, I stayed clean and sober for my son. Now, I do it for myself. I know if something happens to my children, I would go to an AA meeting for myself. Now, when I hear someone put down one of our clients and say, "Oh, she's only here to get her kids back," I say, "So what?" Maybe someday she'll be here for herself. I am. Ronda Rousey didn't have a perfect childhood either, but she excelled in judo. After winning a bronze medal in the Olympics, she took up mixed martial arts. She's the first ever UFC women's champion, and she's still undefeated in her class. She's also a champion for women with eating disorders. As Rhonda says, "Don't throw up, throw down." Let's look at some highlights of Rhonda.
My name is Ronda Rousey, and I'm the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, which means I'm a professional MMA fighter. Ever since I was young, I was doing judo, which was it was a weight cutting sport, so I had to be a specific weight on certain deadlines. So I was always very conscious of what I weighed from when I was very young, and it got to a point where if I wasn't on weight for competition. I didn't feel pretty anymore. So I struggled with that a lot and with my self-image a lot for many years. I want to say from 17 to 20 when I was dealing with my bulimia struggle the most, and it was after I decided that I wasn't going to do it anymore. Then I missed weight for the first time. I realized that I was just fighting at an unhealthy weight. I couldn't do it anymore. And so then I moved up a weight division after that. And the division that I moved up to was actually the one that I won the Olympic medal in. I think one big problem that I had with my eating disorders when I was younger was I did feel entirely alone about it, and I did feel like I couldn't talk to anyone about it, and I was really ashamed of it. And it was a real private struggle that I was having, and no one on the outside really would have known too much. And I think social media is one way to keep yourself from being secluded. I wish that I had those kind of things back then. Social media has kind of become my way to be able to reach out to people who might think that they're alone and are struggling with the same things that I was. You know, I'm trying my best to make it so that strong is the new skinny, and that you don't have to be unhealthy in order to be attractive. When I went and did my Maxim cover, I specifically came in at a heavier weight on purpose. You know, I tell people all the time, I was like, the day that I did the Maxim photo shoot and was on the cover, I weighed 151 pounds that morning. I weighed myself. The one message I would have for people fighting eating disorders is, you're not the only person going through this. It's not everyone else around you is normal and pretty and you're the only one struggling. Everyone is going through their struggle. And once you find a way to make yourself happy outside of food in the mirror, then all that stuff will come to you afterward. You can't start there. You're starting in the wrong place. And all that other stuff will come afterward. The happiness comes first.
Please welcome our champion, Erasing the Stigma Leadership honoree, Ronda Rousey.
Well, I got warned that this was heavy, and coming from me, that's pretty heavy.
Take some pictures.
Oh, I'm supposed to take pictures with it? Oh. Cool? One of them's gonna be good. Thanks. You ready? Okay, well, there's a teleprompter here, but I'm really not good at looking at teleprompters, and it kind of sucks that they kind of played that video already, so I don't want to reiterate the same speech all over again. But I am here to try and help erase the stigma, and I say it all the time that I am the most dangerous unarmed woman on the planet. It's true. There's not a person in this room that I couldn't kill with my bare hands, and my mom's gonna argue with me on that, but she's a former world judo champion and has a PhD, and I'm not gonna go into that road. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about what strength is, and I don't believe that being strong means that you don't have weak moments. And I've had plenty of weak moments, and like I said in the video, I struggled with bulimia and just body dysmorphia for many years, and we lost my father when I was 8 years old to suicide, and with so many accomplishments and so many great things that you can achieve in your life, there's no easy road to it, and you shouldn't ever feel ashamed or alone that you're struggling on your road. You're just on your way to whatever it is that you're doing. And it took a long time for me to realize how strong I actually am, and that I'm not weak because I have doubts, and that everybody feels this way, and I felt entirely alone. And a lot of people do, you know, they totally internalize the struggle, and I really believe that social media is the one way for people to be able to reach out. This is a long time ago, I actually opened a Zonga account a long time ago, and I was really in my most depressed, and I wrote this long giant thing just to get everything out, and it was one of the most therapeutic things that I had at the time, and it got discovered years later, and I almost had a heart attack, but I didn't regret it. I'm still glad that I did it, and I'm glad that social media is a tool that's still there that people can use, and right now my social media reaches 2 million people or something like that, and I purposely go out of my way to make sure that people see my non-photoshopped or professionally lit or makeup and hair pictures. This is what I looked like in the kitchen this morning, and this is I was training and running upstairs, and I was covered in sweat and hair, and I could still be pretty, and I could still I go up and down in weight, and it doesn't matter. I'm healthy, and I'm trying to really do, as I said in the video, and doing what I can to make strong the new skinny. And thanks. And when I really started to finally have some success building up my mom, she's my philanthropic. I had a speech disorder as a child, so philanthropic endeavors. Thank you, Mom. Okay, that she was pretty much in charge of those, and she was like, okay, what do you really want? What do you care about? What do you want to donate to? What do you care? And I was like, you know what? I battled so much with all the eating disorders and the idea of what you're supposed to look like and this impossible standard that's given to us, so we buy more stuff. And that's what I really want to try and change. And we just happen to have Adriana, our next door neighbor, who's been working at Didi Hirsch for 15 years. And yes, she's the one that really showed me what you guys are doing and all the amazing work and helped me to be a part of it. And so thank you for getting us involved. We've done a couple of events, and on May the 4th, which is Intergalactic Star Wars Day, we're having an MMA seminar to benefit Didi Hirsch as well. And it's all 4 very strong MMA women that are going to be teaching in what was formerly a masculine sport only. And we're doing what we can to change it, and we're doing what we can to help Didi Hirsch. And I just really want to thank my mom for being here. Who is just everything, and my agent Brad, who is, it sounds so corny, but I mean, you've done so much for me that I can't even start. And I especially want to thank my coach Edmund, who we're actually jumping on a plane right after this. I'm running out of here right now. That's why I'm first. Sorry. And I really want to thank my coach Edmund for being here on the day of the Armenian genocide. And it's really special that you spent this day with us. And I'm talking way too long, because that's what happens when you don't teleprompt, so I'm going to go. But I'm glad everyone finished eating, so just keep drinking, and I'll see you later. Bye.